with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So we've got a man down. I don't know what the fuck I have, but I have something. Influenza, or maybe I'm just tired, I don't know. But I've been in bed all day. I fucking couldn't sleep last night. Every single fucking muscle in my body was cramping. Giant fucking headache, but here we are, fucking at the podcast for another day. I don't know what the fuck is going on, because usually I don't get fucking sick, and now I seem to be getting sick fucking all the time. Maybe it's because I'm a finely tuned fucking sports car and they're easier to fucking break down now. When I was a fat, disgusting slob that was just smoking darts and drinking, it's hard to even notice that the engine isn't working very good. You just feel like shit all the time. But maybe I was younger as well. Maybe it's coming with age. Fucking Johnny Dore, remember him? The fucking oppression chamber cunt? He sent me a message last night. It was a link to this YouTube movie or documentary type thing called The Wethouse. And I'd never heard of these places before. But these wet houses, I don't know if they had them other places, but this one was in London. So they would have this wet house, and what they would do is they would go around the streets and pick up all the crazy street drinking alcoholics, the ones yelling at shit and all that, and they would take them to these wet houses, which are basically just a fucking room, a big room, and they would let them drink in these wet houses so they're not fucking in the street yelling at buildings and shit. So I started watching it. It's fucking brutal. Type it into YouTube. It's called The Wethouse. I only got like 25 minutes into it, and I started feeling like physically a little bit nauseous. Like flashbacks to old fucking hangovers and brutal fucking drinking benders, because you fucking look at these people and they're fucking long gone. There's like 10, 15 of the cunts, and they're all fucking just way past the point of no return. Like, they're mentally ill as well. They're fucked, but it's like they're the craziest person in each town, and they've just fucking put them in this room. And it was nauseating, but also slightly glorious. I did still romanticize it a little bit. If I was in my 20s, I would love to have gone to the wet house and hung out with these freaks. I used to drink with homeless people in King's Cross all the time. That was just out in the street. It would have been cool to get them all together in a fucking wet house. It's fucking brutal. I suppose it's like a injecting room. Safe injecting room. Like, fucking, alright, don't do heroin on the streets. Don't fucking leave your needles lying around. Come in here, we'll give you needles, and then we'll kick you out into the street. Same thing with the alcohol. All right, we can't have you fucking shitting on the sidewalk and yelling at fucking taxis. Come in here and you can fucking abuse each other. It's a hard fucking watch. These guys, I always wondered with like those fucking homeless street drinkers that are fucking yelling at buildings and shit. Is it even possible for them to fucking bounce back? They can definitely improve their situation, but can they fucking fully recover? Because they're like fucking slurring. They sound like they've got brain damage from too much boozing. Can you go from that to, hello, hi, yeah, I'm 10 years sober. How much damage do you do? How far can you go and still make a heroic comeback? I think you can be pretty far gone. But the further and further you let it fucking stretch out, the harder it's going to be to fucking turn the ship around. I remember when I was in the midst of everything, I remember thinking, oh, once I quit, everything will just fucking sort itself out. Just like with my rig, trying to sort out my rig, I honestly thought once I stop eating sugar and do a little bit of exercise, in like maybe 6 weeks, I'll have a 6-pack. I started doing that 4 years ago. It's just been learning lessons and undoing bad fucking habits the whole fucking time. You need to rewire your fucking brain, and that takes time. Everything takes time. If you're willing just to fucking take a long-term perspective on things, like 5 to 10 years, because I think that's how long it fucking takes to get your shit together. I don't think I'm anywhere fucking close to having my shit together yet, but there definitely has been progress. And I think a lot of it's come in the last few months. I think recently with other parts of my life, outside the quitting alcohol part, I've done the same thing. I've like fucked up, had to restart, been lazy, fucked up, had to restart, all different things so many times now that it's just too exhausting for me to fucking continue that loop, that now I'm like, all right, let's focus in, let's concentrate, let's not keep making the same fucking mistakes, which is difficult. Jesus Christ. Anyway, fucking, I'm feeling shit. I need to get off this chair and back into bed. So that'll do for today. If you're enjoying the podcast, give it a share around, and I'll see you the fuck later.